Welcome back to another episode of Aunt and Andrew, where family's everything.
Until it's not. I'm Aunt.
I'm Andrew, and I forgot my line.
You're always worried it's going to be me, and this week it was you. I love it.
Exactly.
Well, how was your week?
It was great. It was
Good.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I feel for our listeners. I don't think we were the best for on our Randall scandal. Just so we know, we both were like, it was fine.
It was Memorial Day weekend. Maybe we were a little sunburned.
Yeah, because we aren't the partying type. It involves probably about 2 or 3 glasses of wine at maximum for Aunt, and nothing for me.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, like, really, give me one Cosmo. Oh no, watermelon Cosmo at Tides, and I'm good, right?
100%. But all I want to say from the start is, did you know that Margaret has an arsenal?
Yes, she has an arsenal.
Thank God we never have to hear about this. Well, we hope. Buddha and Danielle stupid drama about the arsenal ever again.
Oh, I think it's only just begun.
What do you mean?
Food is coming, guns are blazing. But shouldn't we save that till the end? I mean, we should.
No. But what I'm saying is that
you mean Rachel Fuda or the husband? Oh, okay.
No, Rachel and Danielle put to bed the stupid thing about Margaret.
Yeah, no.
The dumbest thing.
That will be back. That will be back. If they're back, it will be back.
You think so?
Yes. I do.
We missed the best part about the whole thing.
What?
Juicy Joe.
I'm going to tell you, it was so staged that Joe called.
Oh,
without a doubt. Just as they sit down, she told him, we're sitting down at this time. Joe, call. Maybe, Joe, we can get you Joe Giudice's ultimate boys trip in the Bahamas. That's what she was thinking. And and he's so good at it. He's so natural. Oh, Tree. Does Jen's husband, does Bill do the eyes? It was so good. He knew just what to do. He's a natural. I miss Juicy Joe. I hope he gets, I hope his deportation is lifted. And I hope he is back in Jersey in no time.
I don't think he's going to come back.
Right. I think at least he could visit. It would be good TV. I'm sorry. I love Juicy Joe. I think he's hysterical. What can I say? Well, I want to start with the reunion, the beginning.
Okay.
I'd like to tell Melissa Gorga, you are not Mike Tyson.
I have to tell you something. I like Melissa Gorga today.
You are not Ric Flair. She came in with the headpiece on.
That's a style.
Like she is a prize fighter. You're not Mike Tyson, Melissa Gorga. Sorry. You're not.
I liked her a lot.
I didn't like Melissa's headdress. I didn't, but I did love Teresa's short hair. Sorry. Loved. Looks so good. It looks so chic on her. I loved it. I thought they all looked great, though. No one looked like, oh my God. Well, we haven't seen Jen Fessler and Jackie yet. They could look terrible though. Jackie is an actress.
I know, but I'm just excited to see Jackie. Now that I have a different view of her, I am really hoping she continues to move forward because I know
because she didn't leave the wedding.
Yeah, she's on a high with you and I both. The last time we saw her.
At least she had the guts to stay.
Let's see how quick she makes us hate her again.
Yes. And I loved how they showed at every break, they all just have 15 people around them, touching up their makeup, their lip gloss, their hair, touching this, touching that. It's also, they don't have to interact with each other during breaks, because during breaks, I'm going back 10 years, before they had all the glam team, they used to keep it going like during the breaks. So I was glad that I'm not glad that we have all this interference now, is how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's I just felt that it was very much like Teresa doesn't look good here. And I hate to say this because I like Teresa. Louis done Teresa dirty.
Well, we don't know yet. You just go by the
Of course we know. Bo Detail to say that to Dolores. Like all of these people, I have dirt on all of these people. Margaret is so scared.
But sometimes people are just shaking in her boots. Well, she should be shaking because she's got an arsenal. So she should be, it's like she probably thinks she has an arsenal, and then there's the PI, private investigator
on
arsenal.
Her.
It's a whole different arsenal. That's what I think she's worried about. But I think the biggest problem with the reunion for me was there was so much venom, so much hate.
Yeah.
On both
starting with
sides.
Teresa from the beginning.
On both sides.
No, Teresa started first.
No.
She did. She did.
I don't think so, because Melissa's the one that sat down with the lip gloss and said, I know you hate me.
But that was because Teresa said something.
Bye.
She did that, and I love how Teresa did that. Bye. I liked how Melissa said, "Where are you going?" Like that was a good exchange.
No, you're going. I know it was everything. I mean, I liked it, but I want to say first of all, I think Frank and David are the new version of the Odd Couple. They're the Odd Couple. Which one's Felix? Which one is Oscar Madison? That's what I want to know. We have Frank, Tanya, and Dr. David, and they're like Oscar and Felix, the Odd Couple. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Meeting with
Do you
her
even know who I'm talking about? The Odd Couple?
Yeah, of course. I think it's so odd. I think it's so weird. I don't think it's normal at all. I don't think David's normal at all.
No, I never did. But we were right, Andrew. We had breaking news like 3 weeks ago, didn't we?
Oh,
and
yeah.
What was our breaking news? That Paulie is not divorced, just like I said.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's not divorced. I told you he wasn't divorced. We broke the news.
Yeah, we can say that.
We broke the news right here on Aunt and Andrew. You get
exactly, just like we predicted Lala's documentary with Hulu and ABC. And just like, and we will get to this on the Vanderpump reunion recap that we'll be doing, that you'll be seeing from last night, that the prediction, I think that a prediction that was made on this show about 2 weeks ago, is going to be the big bombshell at the finale of the reunion. And I think that it's not going to be.
So you do think she's pregnant?
I think she had.
We have to wait till we get to Vanderpump. Danielle is reunion gold. She comes, and I love that her balls dragged out the door behind her. She is gold. She's quick on her feet. She's a Staten Island girl. We've talked about that before. She can go all Staten Island on you quick. And I think Margaret realized in watching the series back that Danielle's good. And Danielle will come after her with guns ablazing. And I think that's why Marge dialed it back a little bit last night. Because she realized, do I really want to go toe-to-toe with this girl? Because she's not like the rest of these chicks here. She's actually a smart cookie, and I'm afraid of her a little bit. And that's how I felt about Marge. But Marge is also just, I don't like Marge. I'm sorry. Her and Melissa are mean girls. And I just think that maybe Marge needs a pause.
Maybe, I think, but I don't know. We have a couple choices now. I had a couple big light bulbs go off during this first reunion. And I said, we have a couple big options for next season. First storyline is obviously Laura. Yeah,
Laura still has to come, and the brother, and Daniel's
no, that's going to be my second one. He loves the show. He's a fan. He used to watch the show. I got so many questions. Get him in a confessional chair, and let's get Andy in a camera. Stat.
Yes. I mean, we have Laura, and we have Danielle's brother, whatever his name is,
and Jaden's birth mother. Oh, this will be fun.
Oh yeah, she's been called up by Bo Diddley too.
No, she's been called up. Because of Louis.
Yeah,
so Louis did.
Well, that's what they
say. I don't know. I have a feeling that she was contacted maybe like.
Don't be surprised if Fuda, Gorga, Catania, and whatever Marge's husband's name is, Joe, whatever.
Benigno.
Whatever. That they've all been conspiring behind the back to collaborate stories also. I don't put it by anything.
I don't think John Fuda is talking about anything legal when he said he has big connections.
No, I think he's full on,
I think he's on the other side, and I think that's great. That's why I like him.
He might know people on the other side. Let's just say that.
Yeah, but that's why I like him. I really like him. And so it's not you, Rachel. That.
But if he does or doesn't, if he's just the friends of them all, he shouldn't talk about it, because you don't talk about those things.
Yeah, you're a loser if you do.
Yeah, you just don't. You're a rat. Ooh, well, she's a rat. So
is talking about anything legal when he said he has big connections.
No, I think he's full on,
I think he's on the other side, and I think that that's great. That's why I like him.
He might know people on the other side. Let's just say that.
Yeah, but that's why I like him. I really like him. And
Yes,
so it's
no,
not
I
you,
understand
Rachel.
that. But
If
if he does or doesn't, if he's just the friends of the mob, he shouldn't talk about it because you don't talk about those things.
Yeah, you're a loser if you do.
Yeah, you just don't. You're a rat. Ooh, well, she's a rat. So
I will say this, that I think that they need to, the Louis thing with the Bo Dietl, I don't know
but
how
we
I
really
feel
haven't
about it.
seen anything. We have to stay on this week's episode.
I know, but they brought it up,
Melissa?
and like I think
Right.
that it's what I find to be interesting too, though, is that why did Melissa? Here's the thing about Melissa is that I did like that she was so kind of like no fucks, like whatever. Like it seems like she's really over it, and I will say, normally I don't like the chitter chatter coming in from like the other ones when one's answering a question.
Right.
But I liked that Margaret said, you're good, because it shows that because as much as I don't want Teresa and Melissa to be fighting, you wouldn't want that. I think that it's good that they get to a good place where they're they understand that it's over.
Right.
Like family's everything till it's not, right? Because it's like at the end of the day, there might be a show. I think that it's over, but like at the same time, they're letting go of their family parties, relationships, families. They didn't say that they don't want to show up at dinner with the housewives and get into a fight about the past. Like they didn't say they won't film together. And they say there's no show without them. But here's the deal. When have they filmed? When did they really do anything together this whole season? Just them two?
No, but Teresa did say, I never have to see your face again. So that would imply to me that they don't want to film together.
I think that's Teresa thinking that they're going to get rid of Melissa.
Oh, well, I think they should get rid of Melissa. Melissa and Joe need a pause.
I mean, here's the deal.
Because as you said last week, Teresa's like a different person when Melissa's not around.
When Jill Zarin tried to get Bethany off the show.
Right. It didn't work out for Jill Zarin.
No, and it wasn't even just that. It was like when Jill wanted it her way, thinking she was the queen bee.
Right.
They got rid of her because they saw more in Bethany. Well, let me tell you something, Melissa. You are not Bethany Frankel. So it doesn't matter how much Teresa blows the house down. It's going to come down. Yeah. Like it's not a hop and puff.
And Teresa's not Jill Zarin. She's so much above that.
Yeah, but I think that
even back at that time,
Jill would have
Bethany
succeeded.
Was the star.
Jill would have succeeded if Bethany wasn't who she was.
No, I don't know.
I don't know about getting Bethany off. But but if Bethany wasn't who Bethany was, where like Jill wanted to be in that center spotlight with Bethany, and they were like, no, and Bethany was like, no. Now, like if it was Alex McCord, she might have been able, because Jill's talented, very talented. Right. She might have been able to find that way to get in because Jill's one of the best salespeople I've ever seen in my life.
Sure. Sure.
So, but I'm saying Teresa, she has true power in the cast that Jill didn't have. And Melissa does not have any of the light that Bethany had. So it's like one of those situations where it's like, I hope that Melissa's not thinking that this is kind of like a housewife story of the past where there's going to be this like, that she has a leg in the race. They're like, no, this is such a disparity between her and Teresa when it comes to Bravo and when it comes to fans and power. And it's not like Melissa has a different kind of crowd. I don't even think how Melissa's crowd watches the show.
Oh, that could be true.
They think she's hot, sexy, bad singer, this, that, everything else. She posts all these, she posts very provocative photos.
Yeah, and I don't like on Instagram, I'll be honest with you, how she's always taking, posing with her daughter in a weird way. I think it's like
yeah, but Teresa does the same thing.
I know, but Teresa doesn't pose like Melissa poses. She doesn't. No. I don't think she does. And I do think Teresa is much more maternal. I just want to say one thing, and I don't care who likes it and who doesn't. Michigan is greater than Delaware. Just saying.
What is that about?
Just saying.
Does that have to do with housewives?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gabriella is going to Michigan.
Oh, of
and
course.
Antonia is going
Why
to
are you
Delaware.
whispering?
And because it's traumatic.
It's not really traumatic. University of
And
Michigan is a better school than
is
UW.
greater than Delaware.
Of
End of
course.
story. Yeah, I just want to say
Michigan's
that.
a really, but then again, I will tell you this. Michigan's like a really great school. So it's
Michigan is a great school. And let's not forget who
and
greatest
UW's a good
quarterback-
school too. It's not a bad school.
No, but Michigan is greater.
Yep, but Michigan's elite.
Michigan
Except in
is a
football, they usually
greater
fail.
school than Delaware.
Why do you saying greater? It's like we're playing what? Like you think we're playing a game?
Greater than. Well, because this week on Instagram, Gabriella Giudice had all of her Michigan stuff, and Antonia had all of her Delaware stuff, and people were complaining about the
Extravagant. It's so weird.
extravagant, crazy. And I just want to go on merit. Michigan is better than Delaware. That's
I
all
agree
I'm
with you,
saying.
but the amount of T-shirts that Gabriella got is unhealthy.
Antonia wasn't any better.
No, it's ridiculous. I've never seen it in my
They
life.
even had their Nikes done up in the whole bit. No, it was ridiculous.
So odd.
It was horrible, horrible. I hope this doesn't go the way of like the promposals.
Ugh.
I hate promposals. It's so silly.
So
All right.
silly.
Well, I want to tell you, we didn't talk about one of the biggest things before we leave. That Teresa thinks Melissa called the FBI.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's great television.
I believe it.
Oh yeah, I can't.
I believe she
can't
dropped
wait.
a dime.
I love it.
And Carolyn Manso said on a podcast on page 6 that she was there when the person called the FBI. So I have to believe that Carolyn Manso was there with Melissa Gorga when they dropped a dime.
That makes total sense.
That's what they call it, drop a dime in the old days, because you had to put a dime in the phone.
And that would make
a
sense that
call.
Jacqueline wouldn't tell Teresa that detail, because even though she's not like super chummy, I think, with Caroline, she would never do that to her family.
She wouldn't do that to her family.
But she has no problem doing it to Melissa.
No, but Caroline,
you've had 10 nose jobs, you criminal.
But being in the room when somebody calls the FBI, and even calling the FBI isn't a crime on somebody's crime, but I wouldn't do that to anybody I knew. I mean, minus them committing murder or something, I would call and say it was my sister-in-law, but I wouldn't destroy a family like that ever.
No.
Whoever called the FBI on Teresa and Joe, Teresa and Joe were a little shady, let's admit it, but there's probably people who've done way more and they're still walking around. Teresa did her time and she didn't complain about it, and Joe did too, and he paid the ultimate price, really.
Yeah.
So anybody, if anybody in that cast called on Joe Giudice, I hope they can't sleep at night, because it's terrible what they've done as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, well, that's where we get it. We're going to finish it up there. I want
tomorrow looks fantastic. Yes. And next week, we're also going to be doing the Real Housewives of Orange County with the return of Tamra and Shannon and Vicky
family
and
van.
Taylor's going to be on, and Gina and Emily, and I guess some new people, but I don't know their names yet. But I can't.
Taylor Armstrong, I'm so excited about that.
I am too, because I love the OC. It's the OG, and Vicky Gunvalson,
and I hope Taylor gets some cotton candy. You know, and then they can all jump in the family van.
I want to see Kennedy, actually, if they have her on.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, there's nobody to stop her being on. You know what I mean?
So,
all right.
It'll all be good. But anywho, well, y'all, we will see you soon, and have a great night.